Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Good morning for everyone in this classroom. Thank you very much for the committee who have invited me to join in the global classroom. For this time, we will discuss still with the topic simulating using R software. Now we comes to the session 3. In the session 3, we will focus to simulation using inversion method or quantile function. Based on the two books, namely the Statistical Computing with R and Introduction to Scientific Programming and Simulation using R, you can see this book. There are one method in the simulation, namely inversion methods. In inversion methods, we are using quantile function to the simulation. So it means we have discussed about the quantile function starting in the session 1. So it means we have understand about the inversion method starting in the session 1. Okay. There are some benefit that we can take, that we can find in the 3 sessions. Okay. Some of them our discuss today based on the 2 research articles. We will try to using data on the research article, and we will try to create the coding to make the simulation data. Of course, we must find the density function and the cumulative or distribution function and cumulative and the quantile function in the research article. And of course, we must have the log likelihood function in the research article. This function can guarantee us to estimate the parameter. Okay, let's open our research article. Okay, the first research article with the title "The Heavy Tail Exponential Distribution, Risk Measure, Estimation, and Application to Actuarial Data." We can find the one density function like in the equation 2. Okay, this equation 2, there are density function with the 3 parameter, alpha, C, and A. Okay, and then we can find the cumulative distribution function or distribution function like in the equation 1. Based on the equation 1, we can find the quantile function. We have tried in the session 1 how to manually to create the quantile function based on the distribution function. With the same way, we can find the quantile function like in the equation 5. You can check in the equation 5, there is the parameter P. Parameter P is mean the number until 0 and 1. And then, according to the session 1, we can use the RANIF, okay? RANIF, random uniform in the R programming. Based on this data, we also can find the log likelihood function. Okay, log likelihood function. Okay, this one log likelihood function. In the equation 10, we have the log likelihood function. So it means based on this equation, we will try to estimate the parameter. Okay, let's open our R programming. First screen. R programming. Okay, this R programming. Okay. For the first research article, we can find the data, the actuarial data X. You can find data in this research article. Okay. And then after we have data, we must find the log likelihood coding program using this one. Okay, this is log likelihood that you can find in the research article, and then you transform the formula, come to the R programming. Just transform from the formula in the research article to the coding in the R software. Okay, you can check the long formula. Okay, this is for the log likelihood. Okay. So after that, we run. Okay, edit, run, and selection. After we run, we use Optim to estimate the parameter. Of course, we must use the initial value 0.01 for the alpha and 0.1 for the A and 1 for the C. After that, we run our Optim. Okay, so edit, run, and selection. We come to the console and we check the parameter APXE. Select APXE. Okay, this is for the parameter 1, parameter 2, and the parameter 3, of course. And then our programming success to convergent. Okay. After we have the parameter, we must check the parameter good or not. To check the parameter good or not, we must produce the density plot and the cumulative plot. The density plot, it means we must make the comparison, the histogram X, histogram data, with the density function of the APXE. This is the density function. You can find from the equation 2. And then for the cumulative plot, we use the equation 1 in the research article, or we call the distribution function. This one we can find on the equation 2. This one we can find on the equation, this one in the equation 2 and this one in the equation 1. So cumulative plot, we must comparison distribution function theoretical. Distribution function theoretical is mean you are using formula I minus 0.5 divide n. I is mean the number 1 until n. So it's mean the cumulative theoretical. You must comparison with the cumulative, the model, like in the equation 1. You must remember, in making plot, density plot, you must use xi. Xi is mean the sequence 0 until 2 multiple maximum data with jumping or step 0.001. And then when you are want to making the plot of the cumulative plot, you must use XX. XX is mean the sort X, sort data, starting in the smallest until to the highest data. So we check our data. Okay, we check our data. Checks our programming. Okay, like this one. Okay. You can see, okay, we run again. We run again our programming. Okay, XE. This XE. We run again. Okay. 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 We can check from the two figures, one for the density plot. The gray one is mean the histogram data, and the red one is mean the density function of the APXE or alpha power exponential distribution. You can check here. The density function can capture the histogram data. So it's mean our parameter is very, very good because can produce the good model. And then from the cumulative plot, you can find the red one is the cumulative theoretical that we can find by the formula I minus 0.5 divide n, and blue one is the cumulative model that you can find in the equation 1. So there is no significantly different between the blue one and the red one. So it means from the two figure, we can conclude that our parameter is very, very good. So after we believe that our parameter is good, so we make the simulation APXE, or we use the quantile function. This is the formula of the quantile function that you can find in the equation 5 in the research article. You run the simulation. Okay, so we will check our simulation. We will comparison X by the simulation. X is mean data. Okay, you can check here. The simulation, the blue one, by using the inversion method or the quantile function, and the red one is mean the our observation of our data. You can find there are some data is not is a very significant different. So it's mean our model is not good. Our model is good, but we are believe there are another model can give the better one. We are not say our model is bad, but because we have checks from the density plot, from the cumulative plot, our model is good. But in the simulation, some data is so very, very significantly different. Okay, so it's mean we are success to run the simulation. Okay, for the second research article, okay, the next we try to solve the second research article. We open the research article. Okay, the second research article, we can find this research article with the title Statistical Properties of Rayleigh-Romack Distribution with Application in the Survival Analysis. Okay, in this research article, we can find the density function. Density function like in the equation 4. This is density function. The density function with the 3 parameter, beta, lambda, and theta. Okay? And then, of course, we can find the cumulative like in the equation 3. The equation 3 is the cumulative distribution function. Based from the equation 3, we can using this equation to produce the quantile, and based on the equation 4, we can find the log likelihood. Okay, the log likelihood. Okay, so that's why in this research article, we can find the formula of the quantile function like in the equation X. U is mean the number, you can find a U. U is mean the number, and is the number starting from 0 until 1. Okay, to the simulate, you can use the uniform 0, 1, RANIF. Okay, in the R, we use RANIF. Okay, and then in this research article, we have the log likelihood function like in the equation 31. In the equation 31, we can find the log likelihood function. Okay, from this information, we come to our R, and then we are try to produce the parameter. Okay, from this research article in the Rayleigh-Romack distribution, we can find the data. This is our data. We run our data. After that, this is the log likelihood. Log likelihood based on the log likelihood that we can find in the equation 31. Okay, we have the long likelihood. Okay. After that, we are use optim to estimate the parameter. So we will find the theta for the parameter 1, lambda for the parameter 2, and beta for the parameter 3. With the initial value, 1 for the theta, 1 for the lambda, 1 for the beta. And then after that, we check the model, good or not. Okay, we run our program. Okay. Now we check the parameter MLRL. So this for the parameter 1, this for the parameter 2, this for the parameter 3. Okay, it's convergent. It's good. So after we are doing simulating, before we are doing simulation, we check our estimate parameter by using the density plot and the quantile plot. The density plot, comparison the histogram data, and the density function. This one is density function. We can find on the equation 4. This one, the cumulative, you can find equation 3. Okay? We run our program. And can we check? Okay, this one. Okay. Okay. So we can find the same result with the first research article. We are success to estimate the parameter because we know from the two figure density plot, the green one is mean the histogram data can capture by the red one is density function of the Rayleigh-Lomax distribution. And from the cumulative plot or the CDF plot, we can find the cumulative theoretical, the red one, can capture the cumulative model, the blue one. Okay? Based from this result, we try to run the simulation using this quantile function. Okay, you can find this is new RANIF. In the research article use U, but for our program we use the RANIF. RANIF it means the number from 0 until 1. Okay, using n the length of data. So run our programming. We can check here. Okay. The blue one is the simulation. And then the red one is the observed data. So it's mean the most of the data can simulate by the quantile function. So it's mean we are success to make the simulation data. So after we are success to make the simulation data, there are the one question that must we answer. How about if we want to create the 1000 simulation data? This is the nice question. How we can simulate 1000 data? Not only limited to the number data, same is with the observed data. We need the simulation until the 1000 data. So what must we do to solve this problem? Okay, the first one, share your R programming. Okay, open your programming again. For the first research article, we check our simulation APXE. So in the RANIF N, you use this one RANIF 1000. Okay, RANIF 1000. So it's mean you will try to simulate data until 1000 data. Okay, what's the problem? Oh, we're okay. We run from the first. Okay, run from the data. Okay, run from the data. Okay, we run from the data. Okay, we check the simulation. Simulation A, B, X, E. You enter. So you are success to the simulate 1,000 data. Okay, this one until the 1,000 data. Okay. And then for the second research article, we will try create the 1,000 data with the same ways. It means in the simulation program, we change ends by the 1,000. It means we want to the simulation 1,000 data. Okay, we run starting from the data until the simulation, run the programming, and we check again. We call the simulation RL is mean ReLX Lomax. Okay. This one you can create the data. 1,000 data. Okay, it's not important. It's infinity. You can cancel the infinity. Okay. Okay. From our discussion today, the session 3 is the key how the success to understand about the simulation. But you must remember, this is also very important session 1, because in the session 1 we are discuss about the introduction. What is the relationship between the density function, distribution function, and the quantile function? In the session 1, we try to create the manually quantile function. In the session 2, we try to make the clearly what is the optim. The optim is the one way to easy way to estimate the parameter. And then the key for the success in simulation, we must understand in the session 3. Okay, I think from the session 3, we can understand and you can create the another result. You can produce the result, and then you can adopt. You can use our coding R to make the simulation. Okay, I think this is enough for our discussion today. See you again, Rado Institute. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.